Don't forget to click the subscribe button, comment down below, like this video, and click the bell icon to be notified. Good morning. I was supposed to go supervise the delivery of a 7-foot water tower at Picket Fence Gals, but they dropped it off early because supposedly it's going to rain all day. It is raining. I have a tour to do tonight, so now my schedule's gotten changed. I'm going to go figure out what I'm going to do today. I have to clean up my act. I'm like so overwhelmed with stuff right now. Unfortunately, what happened was I kind of got sidetracked with Junk Bonanza at the same time needing to do like a bunch of other stuff. So I was acquiring for Junk Bonanza, right? And it's Picket this month. And so here I was like, Junk Bonanza, Junk Bonanza, Junk Bonanza. And then everything had to stop because I had to do Picket. Then everything just got set down. At which point it was like, okay, now I have a huge mess and there's a bunch of videos I need to finish and a bunch of projects I need to finish, and there's just a lot. And then I get overwhelmed because I feel like the weight of each one, like they all have the same priority level in my head. They can't have all the same priority level. I'm going to have to figure out what my priorities are. And so all morning I'm like, I don't know. So I started cleaning and picking up because I'm like, I need to stop and take control of something. And that's what I do is whenever I feel like I'm out of control, I start cleaning. I start picking up and sorting because then it feels like the priorities figure themselves out. Like if I can see the forest for the trees, right now all I'm seeing is trees. I hate this. I hate when I get like this, and it happens. And you know, when I'm doing events, it's nice. Like when I got like really overwhelmed at last Junk Bonanza, my sister was there to go, okay, stop. Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we need to do. Here's what we need to do. When all the priorities feel like they're number one, I just stop working, and I can't stop working. So it's just picking up and doing things like, okay, I know I want to put these on Etsy, the cookie cutters. I have a box now started. That's my Etsy listing box. So now I'm going to go put this in the Etsy listing box, and then it's out of here. So I'm feeling really, really overwhelmed. And I don't know if any of you get like that where you're working and this is helpful to you at all, but this is what I do. I have to take control of my space, and I have to just take things one at a time. And my mom told me a long time ago, like if you pick it up and you know what needs to be done with it, you need to go do it and put it in its place. So I'm going to go take this and put it in its box and then come back. And now I feel a little bit better. Do you know how many times in the last week I've moved that? And it just needed to be in its space, and I didn't have space for it. So I didn't have a box marked Etsy. And so it was like, I don't know where to put this right now. And yesterday when I was working in the dining room, I created a box that was, this stuff's going in Etsy, this stuff's going to Junk Bonanza, and now my dining room's starting to look like a dining room again. So when I need that. That's an organization tip. If you pick it up and it's in the wrong spot, put it in the right spot because it makes you feel better. Unfortunately, I have projects I can't show you guys today. So remember this from the chunky candlestick? There's one over there, I think, somewhere over there. And they had taken the sucker's brass, like heavy duty brass. This is just from like an old chandelier, and this is the bapche. That's what these are called. And for those of you who are like, that thing that goes on the bottom of a bapche. When you're looking it up on Google, it's bapche. Catches the wax. They took, this is just from a chandelier. So somebody took a screw, screwed it into some old wood and made a candlestick. Now I'm going to find myself some either porch pillars or something like that. And I'm going to make myself another candle holder out of this. So now I have two. I haven't finished the other one, putting a plate on it. It just didn't look good on the chunky. So I want to get like a vintage chippy peely. May have some in the corner back there to stick this on and make a candle holder out of, because I think that would be cuter than, but I want to clean the brass too. I like brass. My Coca-Cola shelf here from the old Coca-Cola box needs to get a hanger. I didn't realize that when I took it in, that it didn't have a hanger on it. So I've got some D-rings back here. I'm going to plop some D-rings on there. Oh, and I can tell you what's going on now. Okay, so here's the good news. So I couldn't tell you what was happening because it hadn't happened yet. And no jinxing. But it also wasn't my news. But by the time you watch this video, it's going to be over. So then it's public information. I'm going to be on TV. So what happened is I have been working, I do picket fences, social media, and marketing stuff, or I try. I've been working for 2 years to get the local TV station to come down and feature us, because when they do, obviously your traffic goes up. So it's been one of those goals of mine to get them to come out, because I feel like not a lot of people know about picket fence gals, and my goal was to make us known. It's happening tomorrow, which will be when you're watching this, but I'll be on air 8 a.m. so you won't see this till 9. It'll be over at the very earliest 9, so it'll be over. So they're coming, and when I did it, the owner of Picket Fence Gals said, "I don't want to be on TV." And I was like, because I didn't want this opportunity to pass us by, because it's huge. It's a big deal. And they had tried to get her to come before, and she wouldn't. One of those lifestyle personalities, media personalities. I don't know what you want to call it. But they had tried to get her there before, and she hadn't come. So I got her to come, because it's Carl Oscar days. So we get a 3-minute segment, and the owner said, "Well, then you do it." So I'm going to do it. I'm going to be on the air for 3 minutes talking about my gals. And I'm kind of excited, because not for being on TV part, but for Picket Fence Gals, because I feel like if we can make people know how wonderful, you can tell I love my shop. I think we have some of the best vendors in the Twin Cities. In all honesty, I've been in a lot of shops, and I think Picket Fence Gals is a premier shop. We just don't charge the prices that they do, and we don't like have a lot of the visibility that they do, because we are 45 minutes outside of the Twin Cities. And half hour to 40, depending on which side of the cities you're on. Like if you're on the north side of the Twin Cities, you're half hour. It's not long. It's not a long drive. And totally worth it. And the nice thing is when this reporter comes, she's going to be featuring Carl Oscar Days, which is, it shows a lot of the businesses in our area. So I convinced her to also go to the art gallery, which is 2 doors down from us. And it's all local artists. It's amazing there. It is an amazing town. The 7-foot water tower. Lindstrom, Minnesota has a coffee pot for a water tower. Our real water tower looks like a coffee pot. Google it. I'm excited. I'm working hard to get this to happen. But I'm so happy. I'm very excited for Picket. I'm very excited to see what that does for our traffic, what that does for our sales. That's what I'm most interested in happening. Is I don't care if I'm on TV. I don't at all. It's how can we drive people to Picket? How can we make them know who we are, where we are, what we do, what we have? And this was like, this is what needs to happen. So we're making it happen. And I just gouged a hole in my 28 cents, 26 cents, I can't remember the price, table. Not happy. The Coca-Cola shelf now has D-rings on it. Darn it. I didn't want to do that. All right, so I started to investigate why this thing was so rickety. Somebody has glued this into place on all four legs, but look at. I think this table was meant to fold. All four legs have that. They've stuffed this one with tissues or something. I think this was meant to come apart, which would be wicked cool. Okay, so even if it was, I don't think functionality-wise it's a good idea for now, because I think what people are going to want is just a table. So I am going to glue the legs in place properly, and then instead of doing what they did with this tissue or whatever it is, I'm going to use some quick wood and fill those holes and make this permanent. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. All right, she's glued and clamped, and then once the wood glue sets in those holes, I'm going to fill it with quick wood. So I think we're good for the day there, and this will dry. I did tight chair in every single joint to make sure that it's not wobbly. If you guys aren't using that, you really should be. One of my favorite products, honestly. I'm gonna have to approach them about sponsoring this channel because they're so awesome. Let's make sure everything's flat and level. That's what I wanted to check on. But this, and by the way, guys, I used it without gluing myself to anything. Not even my finger to the bottle. At least I got some work in. I'm on my way to Pickett to do the last zhuzhing of stuff. Take some photos and do the live tour. Okay, guys, so my booth is done. I'm at Pickett. I've done the outdoor space, and I think it looks pretty good. I did go ahead and change this cushion out. So this was the green. This one just fit that chair better, so I like it better. If this doesn't sell this month, it's coming out and I'm painting that cane white. So I think it looks all right though. And then I found out that Diva Night is Thursday of Carl Oscar days. So we stay open till 7 on Diva Night, and normally we close at 5, but it's awesome because it's a bunch of drunk women shopping. And they're specifically coming to our town to shop, and they shop. It's always a good sale. So this is going to be an extra great sale this month. I'm very happy because I need an extra great sale. I have a bunch of dishes in here that one of the vendors left for me. I got to give her $5. I didn't have a $5 bill I got to leave for. My barley twist table is in the back. Can you see it? That's going to jump bonanza for sure. Visit my blog, peonylanedesigns.com, for more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos. I post every week DIY tutorials and, of course, more junkin' videos.